Well, this is a special announcement. How to Build Thomas and Incredible is now on Patreon. Please check out the Patreon page on using the link down below to find out all the amazing deals it got on it. And don't forget to enjoy the show. What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Ginny Bricks Railway. And today I got an amazing video for you guys, because of course I actually do want to show you guys of the ways I would like to build the engines. And this video will be uploaded to YouTube and Patreon, but for part 2 and anything beyond that will all be uploaded onto Patreon on the actual £10 per month tier. So if anybody wants to see the full stages, I don't know how many episodes, and I do not know when each one will come out, because these are like a little bit half and half, but more likely hopefully be done by a month, I suppose. But yes, all the other videos will more likely be on Patreon. But this first video though is showing you how I measure out the wheels. Of course, as you can see, I already have spaced out all the wheels. But I want to show you Master Builders of how I go ahead and do that, so you can do it to any models or any trains you want, just knowing how I normally do it. But just cracking on to that. If you're wondering about all these other purple bricks over here, if I haven't mentioned it, of course, one of my engines that I have not built but need to be built is Ryan. Yes, Ryan is actually an engine for the Arsborough West project. So he is one that I needed to build. I think the only reason why I hold off for him quite a lot is because of the purple parts. And as you can see here, I have took a liberty to go ahead before this to find out which color is available. And even though there's like a 1x3, 1x6, quite a few of them is actually like that, like 2x3 and 2x6, even though they are available, but it's so limited and it's very like little bit too expensive. It's just like I decided to cancel those pieces out. But you don't need those pieces. It's like at least I got the god amount of pieces here. And also I definitely needed to see which kind of cylinder piece, like this one and this piece and this piece, because I'm thinking about doing a boiler in this, but checking the pictures just the other day might make me think of doing it a different way for the boiler. But it's not the boiler that I'm looking for today, it's the wheels. And like I just said, I already done the spacing of the wheels, so I should know how long. But for this video and for you Master Builders, I will show you how I do it. And here I already found a perfect picture of an N2 locomotive class. And you might be wondering, why is this picture my best picture to find? Well, it's always good to have a picture with an engine but on its side, but not only that, it's these little metal clips on the bottom that is definitely one of the best highlights to find. If you don't know what these metal clips are for, funny enough, there's a picture down here to actually show my point. These are with the actual wooden tracks, wooden blocks underneath the railway tracks. And the wooden blocks are called sleepers, and the little clamps that connect that wooden plank to the rail is called a chair. I don't think you really want to be sleeping or sitting on it when a train comes past, but it is actually a good, funny thing to know. But going back to the pictures, and you might be wondering, why are these little chairs so important? Here's the thing that I found out while building 8 studs wide models. And with this technique, you can actually do maps and build a 6 studs wide build, or 4 studs, or 2 studs. If you want to do 7 studs, then you definitely really need to do your maps. But here's a tip for anybody who wants to do 8 studs, and this is funny enough that it's actually perfect size. But these clamps and the gaps in between are like 1 stud each. So 1 clamp is 1 stud, the space in the middle is another stud, then you've got a clamp that is 1 stud, and go on and more on and on like that. So yeah, these clamps and the space in between are basically 1 stud each. This is why I love building in 8 studs wide. And like I said, you can do this in 6 studs wide. All you have to do is just take away the actual just half it. Well, 4, if you're doing 4 studs wide, you just like half whatever this is, and like that. And the perfect thing about having the actual sides is that you can actually perfectly spot on of where to put it. Like the actual cab is on this one over here, and this one in the center of this wheel over here. Talking about the cab on that one. But I might go ahead with the wheels. So what I always do is start at the front, and this one's more likely in the middle. So do it on this one. So I would just say it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I do it in half. So that means I times it by 2, and that's 6. So I will go into Lego Digital Designer. Yeah, Lego Digital Designer is a site that's no longer provided by Lego, even though it's Lego beforehand. But Lego never use it anymore, or haven't been updated. And there's another Lego Digital Designer that is called Studio that you might find on Bricklink. But unfortunately, I haven't decided to actually go on it yet. So I put that down. I just realized something, that what I normally do is find out the length of it first. So scrap that idea first. Boop. Then let's see how long YN will be. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 2 times 14, but there's actually a plate. Oh no, don't. There we are. 2 times 14. So if I put that. One thing about Lego Digital Designer, it doesn't want to do the way you want to do it. If I do it like that. And here is the length of YN. That's 14 and another 14. Well, if you're doing like a 4 whips engine, it's just like, at least you know it's 14. And I really am gonna cheat here and gonna find out what's the 6 studs wide. So 14 plus 7 is 21. So if anybody building in 6 studs wide, if anybody do 7, it's basically in between 6 and 8. I'm not going to do that today. But of course, that's the width for YN, and I just done the first wheel, but I will be just going from the first wheel to second and all that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that's another 6. So do that. What I might do for this one is I will change the color. Yeah, there you are. So at least you know it's a bit different. I should really change the color for the previous one as well. If you're wondering about pink and lilac, is like all the pinky colors, it's because throughout the build it's more likely to colors that you will just not see, so you can build in any color, but on this occasion you just want to see the length of it. So let's see, the third one seems like it's a bit longer, so let's see it 1, 2, 3, but there's an extra stud, so technically that will be 7 stud. So let's see, we didn't put lilac for that one, we put it as medium one. And we will just add on this. It's just to say that that was an extra stud for it. And then we can just carry on to see this one to the middle one. So it's 1, 2, 3. Funny enough, you'd be surprised at how many times it will come up with 6. Just note that this one's not like in between, but that's because this is a bogey wheel, so that's not so promising of where it goes, or basically doesn't need to be anywhere important. And just to clarify, it's 1 and 1 stud, so that's 3. And look at that, the very last item on the list is literally 3. Oh, we are on that color already. For some reason I thought we wasn't. There we are. So already we found the actual length of Ryan and also his wheels. And now I can actually just carry on looking at all his details. So basically on this one I think my computer might be a little bit crashing. On this occasion though, I will be looking at where to put his splashes, that's what they call, tanks, and also his bunker as well, because those are kind of important to where to go. And on this occasion I will just do it by bright purple. And let's see, one is going to be his splasher is going to be I'm going to say 6. I'm going to put a 6, even though it's technically 5, but it's going to be a 6. Because this one do add a little bit of like an extra studs or so. And let's see, the actual start of the tank is actually at the beginning of the wheel, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5.5? Yeah. So technically that is a studs again. 1, 2, 3, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't believe this. I actually put it in the perfect spot. Am I good? If you're wondering if there's a snoring noise, that's because my dog's sleeping right beside me. He's a cute little doggy. Just to make sure that was on perfectly on the bottom. Yep, it is. I can actually change that if I really want to make it into a 10 to make it even, but that's if I decide to. Well, technically it is a 10, but it's just added on a little bit extra. And let's see, this one's a stud of beyond. So 1, 2, 3. So that's a 6. I don't know what about all these blipping 6. That's the one thing you might will find is that there will be 6 everywhere. So at least you found out where the bunker's gonna be, the tank, and also the splasher. And now I'm just gonna do the cab. And for this, I might actually do it by bricks. So you know what? I'm gonna bring that forward a little bit. And the cab says he's a stud behind. So there. And then his cab is literally... I think this is too wide. This is... From where it is, it's 1, 2. So technically he's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put one there just because it says it is a double. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that was 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. See, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then let's see where the tank goes. That's spot on in the middle of wheel. So I think Ryan is a 4. So let's see, 4. Let's do a funny one. There you are. Actually, does this one? Yeah, that is actually a 6. Plus his firebox is actually in the middle, so his firebox is a 4 studs wide. And that's it. This is like, of course, the funnel is going to be in the middle, so that's going to be the 2. But yes, that should be episode number 1 because we have already done quite a lot already. Of course, it's not building the actual model itself, but we have put a guideline on where we're putting it all together. I'm gonna put this as black, this one as the medium lilac. Yep, not that color. So we already mapped out of how long Ryan is. We mapped out his wheels. As you can see, I already done that beforehand, but I just wanted to show you guys how I normally tend to do it. And then you got the actual mapping out where his splasher for tanks, that's it. The tanks is what I was looking for, and his bunker, then his cab. Well, this Beatrice's cab is going to be his boiler, but I just, I think the firebox is where I specifically need it to be. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 studs for his boiler, so he is going to be a very, very long engine. He's already would be beating Thomas already, I bet. And also, just before I go, I just want to say, I know there's no such thing as purple wheels, but I'm more likely going to buy Big Ben bricks. These are going to be the normal medium ones. They might change, I'm not sure. And I'm more likely going to paint them purple, because it's either that or buy a very expensive purple wheel from a seller. And by his page, it sounds like he doesn't even get an option of what color purple it's going to be. so I might as well just buy decent Big Ben bricks, paint them purple, and just do it like that. But of course, I hope you master builders enjoy the actual video that I showed you today, and I hope you can watch the rest of this on my Patreon page. That I do got 4 tiers. First tier is watching the video 2 weeks before it hits YouTube. So at the moment I think I only got 1 member, and he will be watching this before you guys, so lucky that guy. That's the £3 tier. The £5 one is the one that I give ideas, and you lot can help me inspire doing more ideas on videoing and all that. Like, I've got quite a few ideas to do. And then you got tier number £7 per month will give you a chance to actually see some upcoming pictures. So that could be a picture of what my Toby could look like in real life, or the little changes I have done. And these are like the LEDs like you see right here. And the £10 per month is the ones for the actual how to build. So this is going to be on the £10 tier, and also all the other how to build at this point in time. It should be Thomas, Annie and Clara, Percy Mill Truck, Toby, Elsie, Henrietta and Victoria should be on the list. And I think it should be Daisy Mavis afterwards, after this video have been up on YouTube. But of course, like I was just saying, I hope you master builders enjoy the showcase. Please subscribe, comment and like this video. And also, don't you forget to stay on track.
Before you go, I just want to say to thank you for all these master builders who are supporting us on Patreon. I can't believe it. We're going to be so close to the goal soon. Yeah. But until the next video, I want to say I love you all, and don't forget to stay on track.